For this tutorial, I'll be using a number 10 crochet thread with a 1mm hook. This pattern is done in multiples of 34 plus 10, and that 34 plus 10 will cover this portion. So for this tutorial, I will be chaining 44. After chaining 44, to begin the next row, you are going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you are going to triple treble into the 12th chain from the hook. So to triple treble, you yarn over 4 times. Find the 12th chain from your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And into that, complete your triple treble. You're going to pull your yarn, grab your yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So for a triple treble, you yarn over 4 times and you pull through 2 5 times. So from here, chain 2, 1, 2, triple treble, and find the third chain away, 1, 2, 3, and complete your triple treble, 1, 2, and 3. So yarn over and pull through 2 5 times. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over and pull through 2. We're going to make a chain 2, 1, 2, and third chain away, complete a triple treble. So find the third chain, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we just completed 3 triple trebles with the first chain up space counting as 1. So that's going to be a total of 4 posts. Now chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and we are going to triple treble into the 8th chain away. Find the 8th chain away. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and complete your triple treble. Chain 2, 1, 2, triple treble into the third chain away, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and triple treble into the third chain away. That's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and triple treble in the third chain away. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and triple treble in the 8th chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Chain 2, 1, 2, triple treble in the third chain. 1, 2, 3. chain 2, 1, 2, and triple treble in the third chain. Chain 2, 1, 2, and triple treble in the third chain or the very last chain of this foundation row. And that completes row 1. To begin the next row, chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and flip your work. And you will be placing a double crochet on top of each of the triple trebles that you made in the first row. So just a regular double crochet on top of the first one. Chain 2, 1, 2, another double crochet into the next. Chain 2, 1, 2, and a double crochet into the next. Chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After chaining 8, you're going to place a double crochet on top of these triple trebles. So create your first double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2, next double crochet. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. Chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a double crochet on top of the triple treble. Chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet on top. Chain 2, double crochet. And to finish up this row, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to count 3 chains away and double crochet into that. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So double crochet into that third one. And this is what row 2 should look like. To begin the next row, chain up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are going to be repeating what we did in row 2. So we will be placing a double crochet along the tops of each double crochet with a chain 2 in between. 1, 2. And then to jump across, you're going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a double crochet on top of each one. Chain 2. Chain 2, double crochet. Chain 2 and double crochet. Now you're going to continue this until the end of the row. So you're going to chain 8 and place a double crochet on top of the next set. And then to place your last double crochet, you are going to go into the third chain away from the last one. So just continue the chain 8 and double crochets. Make sure to chain 2 in between each double crochet. Then find your third chain. That's 1, 2, and 3 right here. And that completes row 3. To begin the next row, we're going to start working on our flowers. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and flip your work. Double crochet on top of the first double. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you are going to slip stitch in this double crochet. So just place a slip stitch right on top. And we're going to start making our flower. So to make our flower, we're going to be placing petals in this post, then this post, this post, and this post. So we're going around in a counterclockwise, and we're going to be creating this flower. Okay, so to start the first petal, you're going to slip stitch into this very first post right here, this one. So slip stitch into that. You're going to have to rotate your work a little bit. And you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now working into that same post, you're going to be placing 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in that same post. Now you're going to rotate your work again 90 degrees clockwise. So now we're working on the bottom petal, and if you're looking at your project like this, this is the front. We just did this one on the left. Now we're going to go work on the bottom. So rotate your work so that the bottom's on the top, and you're going to slip stitch into that post. So a slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to be placing 3 double crochets in that post. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the same post. Now we're going to be making the right petal, this one. So we just did this one and this one, so now we're going to go here. So after making that single crochet, you're going to rotate your work again 90 degrees clockwise. So then you're going to be right here on this post, and you're going to slip stitch into that post and chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and place 3 double crochets in that post. So that's 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the same post. Now we're going to make the top petal, so we're going to rotate again one last time, and the last petal is going to go in this post. So not this, because this is the chain 5 we did earlier, so it's going to go in this post right here, right underneath that chain 5. So into that post, create a slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets in that post. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in that post. And we just created our very first petal or flower. Now you're going to flip your work, and you're going to see the chain 5 that we did earlier right here. It's going to be right behind the very last petal we made. So this chain space right here, right behind the last petal. So in that chain space, you're going to start from the very bottom, and you're going to be creating 3 slip stitches. So find the first chain of that chain space and create 3 slip stitches. So that's 1. Go into the next chain and create 2, and into the next one 3. So 3 slip stitches. So that brings us back up to the height of a double crochet, and we're going to flip our work again. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to complete the 4th double crochet in the last post of this grid. So double crochet into that very last one, and that completes the first flower sequence. So you can see the 4 grids are still in the back there, and we have the flower. Now chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to be alternating flowers and grids. So we're not going to be creating a flower in this next grid, and we are just going to be placing regular double crochets on top of each one, chain 2 between each one, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. Okay, so now we are going to jump across to the next grid, chain 8, and in this last one we will be making a flower. So chain 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place a double crochet on top of the first one, chain 2, 1, 2, a double crochet into the next, and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember, this chain 5 is where we're going to slip stitch later. So after chaining 5 into the next double crochet, place a slip stitch. Now we'll be creating our first flower, our second flower. So again, we'll be going in this order: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So into the first post, create a slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and place 3 double crochets all in that same post. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and single crochet. Rotate your work 90 degrees clockwise. Go into the bottom post right here. It's going to make the bottom petal, and slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets in that post. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet. Now we're going to make the third petal, so rotate 90 degrees and find the next post. It's going to be right here, and you're going to slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in that same post. Now to make the fourth petal, rotate 90 degrees clockwise one more time. We're looking at the front of our project again. And you're going to go in this post right underneath the chain 5 we made earlier. So slip stitch into that, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and single crochet. And there is our second flower. Now flip your work and you're going to slip stitch into that chain 5 we made earlier. So find the bottom and make your first slip stitch. Make a total of 3 just going up the chain. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and flip, and you're going to be creating your final double crochet at the end of this row. So you're going to count 3 chains away, or you can count 3 chains from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet into that final post. And you completed your first flower row. So to begin the next row, you're going to do a row of triple treble crochets. So to start that one, chain up 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and flip, and triple treble on top of this first double right here. So yarn over 4 times and complete that triple treble. Again, the triple treble, you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 for a total of 5 times. 3, 4, and 5. Chain 2 and triple treble into the next one. Chain 2, triple treble into the next. Now to get across, chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and triple treble, 4 triple trebles along this row. Chain 2 in between each triple treble. And you are just going to continue to repeat this until you get to the end. Make sure to chain 2 in between each triple treble. Chain 8 in between each grid. chain 2, triple treble, and to create your last triple treble, you're going to find the third chain away. So 1, 2, 3 right here, and you're going to be placing your final triple treble of this row. Okay. So this is what the back should look like, and this is what the front should look like. Okay, to begin the next row, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flip your work and place a double crochet across the triple trebles. Chain 2 in between each. Chain 2, double crochet. And you're going to chain 8 and double crochet along these triple trebles, chain 8 and double crochet along the row until you reach the end. You're going to chain 2 for your last double crochet, and you're going to place that double crochet 3 chains away from the last post. So go ahead and continue with your double crochets and chain 8s across this row, and I'll meet you at the end to start the next row. So to begin the next row, you're going to chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to flip your work and repeat the previous row. So you will be placing a double crochet all along with a chain 2 in between each one. Then you're going to chain 8 to get across to the next design, and you're going to continue along with your double crochets and chain 8s until the end of this row. So for our next row, we will begin to start making the flower that's in between the 2 from the bottom. So if you notice, the flowers are not in a straight line going up. They're always going to be in a zigzag pattern. So for this row, we're going to be making the one that is in the middle of the 2 from the first set. So to begin that row, you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and flip, and place a double crochet on top of the first double. Chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet. Chain 2 and double crochet. Chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet, chain 2, so here we're in the grid in between the 2 flowers from the bottom. So now you'll be beginning to make your flower design. So after double crocheting into the second space, so you have 1 and 2, you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to slip stitch into the next double crochet stitch. And to begin our petal, we're going to be to begin our flower, we're going to be making it in the same way, in this order: 1, 2, 3, 4 petals. So to begin the first one, you're going to rotate your work a little bit, and you're going to slip stitch into that first post for our first petal. So slip stitch and chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets in that post. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and single crochet in that post. Now slip stitch into the second post, or for the second petal, and it's going to be right here, and you're going to rotate your work a little bit so that it's on top, and slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets, one, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in that same post. Now let's make petal number 3, and it's going to be this post right here. So rotate your work and slip stitch into that post, chain 3, and 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and single crochet in that post. And now you'll be making the 4th petal, and that one is going to be right here underneath the chain 5 space we made earlier. So into that post underneath the chain 5, slip stitch, and chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now place 3 double crochets in that post, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in that post. And there's your petal, your flower. And you're going to flip, and we're going to slip stitch up the chain 5 a total of 3 times. So into the first stitch, place a slip stitch, and then into the second stitch, slip stitch, and one more slip stitch for a total of 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and flip, and you're going to double crochet into the final double crochet behind this flower. So now you have a flower between the first 2 that you made. And to finish this up, you're going to chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and complete your double crochets to the end of the row. Double crochet in the 3rd chain away from the last one. That's 1, 2, and 3. To begin the next row, you're going to chain up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to flip, and you're going to continue placing a triple treble crochet on top of each of the previous stitches from the previous row, and you're going to chain 8 in between each of them. So for this row, we will just be placing triple trebles and chain 8s. Make sure to chain 2 in between each triple treble. chain 8 to get across. And you're just going to continue with the sequence until you reach the end of the row and place your last triple treble crochet of this row into the third chain away from the last one. So after you complete this row of triple treble crochets, you're going to chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flip. And from here, you're going to continue to repeat the pattern until you reach your desired height and your desired length. So for the next row, you're just going to be repeating row 2, which is double crochets across. And then you're going to continue to repeat until you reach whatever height you like. So this is what the front of our pattern should look like. And then I'll show you this one. So this one I did two multiples plus the 10. So then I ended up with 3 flowers between or on the bottom. And then for this one I just did 1 multiple plus 10, and I ended up with only 2 flowers on the bottom. So you can make it however wide and however tall you want it. And you can use it for anything you like. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.